Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is May 15th and I have didn't trade in the stock market of this day because it's not possible for me to take any trade today because I'm suffering with a cold and fever, so I took leave today. So yeah, but what if I do the trade today? In what stock I will select and in what area I will do. So let's discuss it briefly. Uh, Firstly, I have seen the opportunity in the Axis Bank. So this is the day, May 15th. So many of you might think like how to select the stock. So today is mostly we will discuss about how the selection of stock. Okay, the selection of stock is if it is available for you, if it is makes the trade pattern like this. Wait a minute. So yesterday's trade pattern was this. That means the sellers tries to push the stock downwards, and again the buyers pushes to the upward direction, and the sellers buyers were in a very tight consolidation. So the whole day was in this tight consolidation. This is the preference number one for you to select any stock. So what I said was, so if you want to select any stock for the intraday purpose, you would definitely go for these previous day tight consolidation areas. So let's concentrate what happened on yesterday. So yesterday what happened was, the sellers tries to push the price to upside, and again, sorry, sellers tries to push the price to the downwards, and the buyers as usually pushes the price to the upward direction. And now if you can observe this two, it's like a little bit pinpoint to all of this. Okay, let's leave it now, continue it. Buyers makes the price upward, sellers push the price downwards, buyers make the price upward, sellers push the price downwards, and again. So the whole day was in this consolidation range except this. Now just concentrate what was this. Now just concentrate what was this. So this is a very very important topic. You need to concentrate it, because when you understand what was this, you'll definitely get an idea that the importance of this one. So for the next time onwards, if you see any, not only about this tight consolidation, but if you see that single pattern of this is very important point. How and why? Okay, now let's concentrate what was happening. So I'm drawing the trend line. So this area, okay, so you can think that this area is the support area, and again, uh, wait a minute, this area is the seller zone. Would you accept with me? Yes. So this area is the seller zone and this area is the buyer zone. Then what about this? Only this point was made up here. Okay, only this point was made up here. None of the body was presented here. Right? Am I right? Only the body, the red body and the green body was there here, and none of the bodies were presented here. What it means? So now let's leave it. What I have drawn, the resistance and support, let's leave it up to there. And now let's concentrate what was happened today. What was happened today? Now let's concentrate on it. Okay. The beginning of the day was started with the sellers right here, and it went back down up to here. And you can also observe the very tight, many of the candles you can literally see the tight consolidation. That means the sellers, the buyers, the sellers, the buyers, the very tight consolidation, and the W pattern was made up of it. Okay, and now let's draw the virgin candles, these candles. Okay. So now let's see. Yesterday the stock didn't made any of the bodies here, but today many of the bodies were presented here. Would you agree with me? Many of the bodies were presented here. Yesterday none of the candles was presented here, but today many of the candles were presented here. That means the this area was making the sellers to lose their amount. Would you agree with me? Why? Because from yesterday onwards, that means how many hours? 4 hours. Okay. And again here the starting of the candle, yesterday's 4 hours onwards, the sellers wants to push the price downwards, but the buyers presented here, that the single buyers presented here, making the price upward. Again from today the sellers wants to push the price downwards, but again the buyers taking the place and pushed the price upwards. Are you clear? So this was a very important zone. Because of these many candles, the sellers were totally exhausted here. Exactly meaning was exhausted here, because it took literally about 4 hours time here. And again this start of the day was started with the sellers only. That means suppose if you are waiting in a bus stop, okay, so you are waiting in a bus stop uh, for 1 hour for a bus, okay, for 1 hour you are waiting for a bus in the bus stop for 1 hour. You will have the energy, well and good, you will wait for it for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Will you wait with the same energy that you have on the first 1 hour? No, you'll definitely get what? Exhausting, right? You'll definitely get exhausted. Like that only, these sellers which were trying from the yesterday, that means from the 4 hours, and again here these at the important zone, with these many candles, already got exhausted. Already sellers get what? Exhausted. They have no more power to make the price downwards. They didn't have any power. And now what? Immediately the buyers takes the action. But this is not the confirmation signal. This is not at all a confirmation signal. Sellers got exhausted, which is 100% true. That's the reason buyers jumped into the market. But this is not the confirmation. Then when we will get the confirmation? Again the stock should return back its zone. And again, if those buyers that were presented here makes the stock to not fall again into this zone, then that is the real power of the buyers, and that we can say the sellers were totally exited. See what happened. So the buyers here, okay, the buyers here pushed the price up and again down, again up, again down, now again up. If the sellers were there, they will definitely get into this zone, but the sellers was not there. Uh, that's the reason a new buyers was exited at this spot, exactly from this candle, and this zone was all filled with the buyers, and this zone was all filled with the buyers. I'll draw it clearly from now. Okay, you can see it. So this was the important zone. From the 4 hours, the sellers were trying to push the price downwards, and these sellers as well wants to push the price downwards, and buyers consolidated but didn't make the sellers to go downwards, and that's the real exhaustion of the sellers. So hence the buyers makes the move upward direction. And also remember, the buyers should beat out the height of this first selling point. Okay, so obviously it has been beaten. And now what happened? For the seller, that were exited or not, we need the confirmations. For that confirmation, the sellers came down to this zone but didn't come into this area. Okay, again went up, made fall, again went, made fall, and again. But if there is any sellers, they will definitely come down at this point, but they didn't. So hence these zone was all filled with the buyers. um, the fresh buyers was presented at this candle because this was the W pattern, right? So it failed to come down because of this candle only. So we will take the immediate entry at here. At where? At here. At here, and our stop loss would be this. Okay, you can also keep the stop loss here or here, your wish. Okay, so if I enter at this point, then where was my exit? So my exit would definitely exit at this point, where at this point I will definitely exit. So my entry point was this, and my exit point was this. Where is my stop loss? And this is my stop loss. So you can clearly see the trade for today like this. So this was a very good day, but unfortunately I didn't trade it. So yeah, I hope you will understand this concept clearly. So if you have any doubts on it, we'll discuss it later, and see you in the next video. And please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.